Welcome back to the Christian Kirkley Show, and today we are going to be talking about focusing on input over output. We get so focused on our goals and so focused on an achievement or a end goal of something or an outcome, say losing weight or a promotion or achieving a certain weight goal, that often we forget about being present and paying attention to the ones around us. I'm guilty of that. But even more detrimental to our goals, we forget that to hit your goals, you need to focus on your input, right? So if you're constantly focused on your output, right, the outcome, then you neglect your input. So your input is what you need to focus on if you want to achieve anything, really. Think about Kobe Bryant. His input to being one of the GOATs was getting up at 4 a.m. every day and hitting thousands and thousands of jump shots and hitting thousands of free throws. Just a ridiculous amount of input more than anyone else. Look up, if you're into business, Alex Ramosi. His input is astronomical. We have to really just focus on what goes in to our goals, our day, our hour, the next meeting, the next conversation. That is what leads to the output. And in business, trading, real estate, really anything involving financial success, a lot of us, we constantly are thinking about the horizon, just thinking about what's next, right? Well, the top performers, they're thinking about what do I have to do in the present moment to do the best that I can, right? So think about someone in a peak performance playing a basketball game. They're not thinking about their every move. They just do it. They're not thinking of what the crowd thinks. Oh, what are the sports commenters going to say? What is this? How am I going to feel at the end of the game? No, they're thinking, okay, next play. Literally, next jump shot. Like, they shoot, they move on. Tom Brady, he's in this play. He doesn't have the mental capacity to be thinking about the next, what's the defense going to do after we run the ball 3 times. No, like there's this misconception that all these elite performers are playing chess and 12 steps ahead and living in the future. It's like, no, you just have to be really present. And it really ties into faith too. So there's, of course, I believe it's Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord in all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Part of trusting in the Lord in all your heart is having faith that He will provide and being present, not trying to over-engineer or over-control the future or others around you. Focus on the input. Do the best that you can in this very moment, and everything will be okay. Because if you do your best, that's the best that you can do. That's all you can do. You can't do anything more than your best. So, do your best, and God will handle the rest. Oh, that rhymed. I wasn't even trying to rhyme. Input is very important. And it even goes into everything in relationships, not just business. Focus on input on, say, your marriage, right? I've only been married for a year and a half, but just off the dome, I've thought of this concept. If I'm constantly thinking of the output or the outcome of, oh, how's my marriage? Oh, how are we going to be and so? Oh, if I do this, how's that going to be? No, because you're taking away from energy from the input. Because you stressing and being anxious, you're taking away from mental energy or time that you could be taking your wife out on a dinner, cooking her breakfast, X, Y, and Z, giving her a massage, taking her to see that movie that she really wanted to see. But if you're always stressed and living in the future, you're missing out on the input, right? So think of input as present and output as future. It is okay to have the output in the back of your mind subconsciously, right? You set your goals and then you live in the present. You set your goals and then you put them off and you live in the present and you do everything that you can. I believe it was Emerson that wrote the quote, great, you've built your castle in the sky, now build the staircase to it. If I wanted to be a doctor, well, great. Now I'm going to have to go to med school. I'm going to have to do all these things, right? That's the staircase. If you just sit and you stare at that castle in the sky, doctor, 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 but you keep being mundane and you don't take any actions, Business, right? I want to buy my first property. You want to buy my first property? Cool. Get pre-approved. Figure out what you have to do. Quit staring at that castle in the sky. Build those steps. Put the castle in the sky and then build your steps to get to that castle. Don't just think about the castle in the sky all the time, because think about it like this. If you don't build those steps, someone's going to build those steps for you to their castle. They're going to use you as a slave to build the stairway to their castle. Control your mind, control your life. And I was at an Emmaus walk this past week, and it was excellent. And there was a quote that really stuck with me. Come up with your own priorities, or someone will come up with priorities for you. Prioritize your life, or someone else will make those priorities for you in their life. So essentially, make goals, or somebody else will make them for you. And like I said, with goal setting, you have to set it and almost forget it, right? Like, revisit your goals as often as you'd like, but don't obsess over them. You can revisit your goals daily. Brian Tracy revisited his goals every morning. One of the most successful guys, business guys ever. But he set his goals, and then he got to work. You see, focusing on input is being action-oriented. Action-oriented people think of input. If I know that I want to sell a house as a real estate agent, I could dream about it all day. Cool, I've got my goal to sell 10 houses a month. Am I making the calls? Am I going to the meetups? Am I going to the networking events? Am I passing out the cards? You see, that's the input. You don't have to think in the back of your head while you're doing these things, 10 houses, 10 houses. No, because then you're taking away from the input, and you're getting crap input, crap in, crap out. This isn't going to be too long of a video. Just want to keep it short and simple. The whole point of this video is just remember in your daily life, and I'm still focusing on this, is focus on the input and not the output. Take it one step at a time. Set your castle in the sky, and then build your staircase to it. You can't build your staircase if you're staring at the castle in the sky. That's all I got for y'all today. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, share it with somebody that might be able to get something out of it, and hopefully that it can make an impact, right? That's the reason I'm doing this, and it's really just to enlighten and empower, and make sure that I'm at least trying to leave a mark on the world the best that I can, the best that God has put me here to do that. So yeah, hope you all have a great day, and I appreciate you for tuning in.